You are in internet world, welcome to another edition of Golden Independence. We're back at it. We are back at it today. Sorry about the last stream, but yeah, this is what happens when you got time freedom, because you can make every effort to live your best life. We, we call this the do-over 2.0. So Bitcoin is over $100,000 right now. And what's very interesting about this point in time is that, for me anyway, because I've been watching this space, looking at this space for I've been watching this space for over a decade, and slowly educating myself, learning about cryptocurrency, self learn, and I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, it has been quite a journey. Yeah, it has been quite a journey, and I would encourage anyone, right? If you're going to study this thing, don't take the next 10 years, right? Do not take the next 10 years to educate yourself about this space, because you are going to miss out on the greatest wealth transfer of this decade, because it's here, right? This is 2014, 2015 all over again. If you got involved with Bitcoin and you dollar cost average in 2014, 2015, even 2013, you are free, right? You are free right now. And if you are consistent, you're free. Yeah? That same opportunity is here, but on a greater scale. We have that same opportunity at a greater scale. And the freedom is going to be much quicker. It's not going to take 10 years. However, this is if you take action. You got to take action, dude. If you don't take action, if you're not serious, and if you're not consistent, then you're not going to reap the benefits. If it's no risk, then there's no reward. If you're in a job and you just stay in your job and you're complaining about your job, and you're not looking at other avenues as to how you can increase your income, then so that you can have a better life for not just yourself, but for your family, if you have a family, then what are you doing? Then you're not serious about life. Yeah? But those of us who are, congratulations, welcome to the revolution. You know what, when I first understood what Bitcoin is, to be honest, I came for the money. I came to get rich. But however, the reason why I consider myself a Bitcoin maximalist now, because I've done the research, done the work. So now I'm staying in Bitcoin for the revolution, because now I see myself as being a part of the revolution, because Bitcoin is a revolution. Bitcoin is for the people. Bitcoin is it is designed to free people from a financial system of slavery. It's a new financial system. It's a financial system of freedom, because the system that we are currently under is one that that does not promote freedom. Matter of fact, it's a slavery-based system. The current system that we are a part of is a slavery-based system. It's not freedom. Bitcoin is freedom. Bitcoin is sovereignty. Bitcoin represents being sovereign. Yeah? So, but if you are able to hold Bitcoin, dollar cost average, convert your fiat currency, or if you're able to mine Bitcoin, which in my opinion is an even better solution. In my opinion, it's an even better solution. So if you're able to mine Bitcoin, and mining Bitcoin is even more profitable in my opinion. It's a more profitable solution in my opinion. So if you're able to do that, I highly encourage people to look into mining opportunities. I have one. If you click on the description link below, it's like community mining opportunity where you get fractional ownership of the product. And guess what? There are other platforms. There are other platforms where you can buy into or have fractional ownership over mining farms. However, they come with extra fees, right? They come with hosting fees, right? Or the amount, the buy-in is at an extremely high price point, right? So the lowest that I've seen so far is about 1,200, between 12 and 1,500, and on top of that, there are monthly fees. Yeah, it's monthly fees that you have to pay to the company. Nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do. Nothing wrong with that at all. With the opportunity that I am sharing with everyone, the minimum entry is $100 in crypto, right? And there is no maximum, and there is no monthly fees of any kind. There's no monthly fees of any kind. So it's basically $100, set up shop, right? Set it and forget it, and you are your dollar cost averaging in your sleep, right? So whenever you get another $100, you can build up. You could build up your mining farm, right? So you could create your own digital mining farm over time, just like how people in 2013 were able to dollar cost average into Bitcoin. We are dollar cost averaging into income producing assets, and the income producing asset that we are acquiring with the platform that I'm sharing is called a BitBooster. And the BitBooster is the sole technology of a company called BitHarvest that is sharing the profits, sharing the freedom of the world. Yeah? So by you participating with BitHarvest, you're getting a bit of the digital future. You're setting yourself in stone with the next generation of millionaires and billionaires in the next decade. But here's the catch. You have to act. No, you have to act. Uh, you have to take action. That's the only difference. That's what separates the people who understand Bitcoin versus the people who don't, or even if they do, right? The person that has heard about Bitcoin and the person who, uh, well, there are two types of people. There are people who have heard about Bitcoin and they've done nothing, and there's people who have heard about Bitcoin and have taken action, and now they're millionaires. And and it's quite obvious what separates the two people is that the person who's the millionaire and free and has either a Bitcoin business, or they started their own business, living the dream, not making anybody's time. They took action. They took action. So remember this: if you don't do anything, the answer to your question will be no 100% of the time, right? Then you will get no results. If you do nothing, you will get no results 100% of the time. But if you're taking action with every little step, with every little bit, yeah, well, at some point, what's going to happen is that you're going to hit. Yeah, you're going to hit. And with BitHarvest, I'll just say this for those who have took action. With BitHarvest, it's our time. And our time is coming really soon. Why? Because Bitcoin is going to $1 million. Bitcoin is going to $5 million. Why is Bitcoin going to $5 million? Well, according to Michael Saylor, there are three things that needed to happen. Yeah? One of those things was Bitcoin ETFs. Right? One of the things is Bitcoin ETFs. The second thing would be the FASB rules. The FASB rules that has to do with accounting and allowing Bitcoin to be on public companies' balance sheets. And the third thing that needed to happen was the SAB, I believe it's SAB 121, had to be repealed. And that was done, right? SAB 121 was repealed. And what this means is that banks are going to be allowed to take custody of Bitcoin. Yeah? So for the American government to have a strategic reserve of Bitcoin, I mean, it would be nice, but in my opinion, that's just the icing. It's just the icing on the cake. The meat and potatoes are the public and private companies that are now going to be able to acquire Bitcoin and have Bitcoin on their balance sheet. This is why we see Bitcoin reaching new all-time highs, right? And we're going to continue to see Bitcoin reach new all-time highs. Why? Because of the three things that I just said. And we're going to have it go up and down, but it's not going to drop below 100,000. Why? Because the people who have waited for a decade, they've already sold, right? They've already sold. Yeah. and it's not that many people, right? It's remember, it's a very finite amount of people who have lots and lots of coins to sell, to to be free. I mean, 100,000, that's a lot in a lot of places, especially if you go outside of the US, right? 100,000 will stretch a long way. Even here in Bermuda, if I was to if I was to liquidate one Bitcoin uh, would last for 1 year at the price point of 100K, right? Like if I just liquidate one Bitcoin right now at the price point it is, I wouldn't have to liquidate that Bitcoin until 20. I wouldn't have to liquidate a Bitcoin until 2025. And if I am liquidating it, it will be for an emergency anyway. So I'm not going to be liquidating my Bitcoin, or in the future, I should say my Satoshis. I'm not going to be liquidating my Satoshis because I will have no immediate need to. But a time is coming where our Satoshis, ladies and gentlemen, are going to equal $1. And a penny is coming soon. Because when Bitcoin reaches $1 million, that's when it will be in parity with a penny. It'll be on parity with a penny. And that's when things are gonna start to become really, really interesting, right? That's when it reaches $1 million. I'm telling you, right now, I'm very excited about this, and I'm passionate about this. When Bitcoin reaches $1 million, it's going to resonate. It's going to resonate with the billionaires of the world, not just the millionaires, but the billionaires, right? It's going to resonate with the billionaires of the world, because they'll be able to move that type of money to make business deals and of the like, however they want, and overnight, right? Whereas right now, consider if they want to do a $1 million transaction, it's going to take them 5 days. But with Bitcoin and the Lightning Network, they will be able to move millions, if not billions of dollars in minutes, if not seconds, same day. In other words, that same amount of money is going to be moving across borders in the same day, which means business is going to be done much quicker in the times to come. And when things are moving much quicker, that means the price of Bitcoin is going to be moving much quicker. And when the price of Bitcoin moves quicker, the people who are holding Bitcoin or mining Bitcoin, their wealth and freedom, or I should say those who are mining Bitcoin, our freedom is going to come much quicker. Yeah. And some of us will be mining. Our mining will be at, like right now, it's $4 a day. If you got one BitBooster, maybe $4 a day. However, when it gets to $1 million, it's going to be $40 a day, one booster. It's something to think about. And if it gets to 5 million, we'll be mining 200 a day with one booster. One BitBooster, right? The start out cost of that is A full one is $1,000. And when Bitcoin gets to 5 million, when it does that, that's $200 a day. Do the math on that, ladies and gentlemen. Do the math on that. Right? $200 a day times 30. It doesn't take a genius for that. It don't take a genius to understand that math. Yeah? So that's just a little something to think about, something to consider in this road, this journey that we call Bitcoin. So thanks for tuning in. It's a wonderful day. Nice and bright. Yep, this is where we're living. This is how we're doing it. And we're gonna be making this a lifestyle very, very soon. So take care, everybody. Keep stacking them sets. Or keep mining them Satoshis. The BitHarvest. Get activated. Get active. Bless up. Peace.